And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Anunoby, Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart, and it's Towns in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Pass to Towns. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
Brunson kicks to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now here's Conley. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And Anunoby slams it in.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Let's start with OG Anunoby.
About 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Edwards, no good. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. Now, I spoke to him about the plan for Karl-Anthony Towns now. Coach said, we know Cat has size and power, so we're hoping we can match him there. We don't want to make ourselves soft targets for him. You can expect it to be intense and physical down on the block. Guys?
Thank you, David. Brunson, good.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Randall against Hart. Here's Gobert. Here's Conley. Anunoby sends it back. That's a 2 from Towns. Gobert pulls it in.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Edwards drawing the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Knicks with the ball. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And then Karl-Anthony Towns with the jam.
What a powerful dunk by Towns. Showing the rim no mercy.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniels. Now here's Conley. 9-point game his last outing. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Knicks leading by 5. Down low. Here's Towns. He can't get that one to fall. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And a new group in for the Knicks. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in, and New York with a change here too. Toppin's checked in. The Timberwolves trail. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, good recognition there from Reed to realize that his best decision was to move the ball.
1:10 left in the first. McBride passes to Towns. Over in the corner, McBride. Pass to Towns. Reed with the block. And they're able to recover. Just 5 on the clock. Achua finds McBride. Goes back up. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. DiVincenzo can't hit it. New York's gone 0 of 2. Uses the glass on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
And right there, Edwards with a great dribble move to create space.
Toppin, good. Pass to DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Knicks lead by... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Setting the floor for the Knicks. Miles McBride out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Achua. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. Good. Alexander Walker's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Alexander Walker. And he makes that one. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
A developing part of McDaniel's game that could elevate him to the next level.
The Knicks have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Shoots the 3. A nice shot by Dadzier.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Knicks making a switch here. Payne's checked in. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Julius Randle.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Rudy Gobert. Dave, what's the news?
You guys, I had a moment to catch up with Minnesota's head athletic trainer, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Right in the thick of the season, this is a major blow. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. DiVincenzo against Brunson. Pass to Payne. Shot clock at 6. The second chance effort. New York, no good that time either.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of the season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Hart kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Bridges. And here's Towns. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of...
And it's off from three-point range.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
It's Hart on the wing. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Hart's got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks.
Oh, unselfish play from Bridges, continuing to grow as a leader with plays like that.
1:14 left in the first half. Randle outside. Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Those plays can make a difference.
In a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in, and a switcher also for New York. Miles McBride's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Pass to Randle. It's picked off. And here's the fast break. Hart, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, look, just the sheer size of Gobert is a problem in there.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And the first one drops. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning four-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
The kick out to Anunoby. With the drive. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots over Bridges, and the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks out front, leading by just 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
Just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the...
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famage. Establish yourself inside, good things will happen. That's right, Ernie. I said famage.
They've had some success, but they've been counterpunched at times as well. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
I think for the Timberwolves, they haven't played up to their standards. Last year, they were an elite team. They need to find that mojo.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's McDaniels at the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Offensive rebound for the tie. He nails it, and we're tied up. McDaniels got the first bucket of the third here for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Clock at 6. Brunson the pass to Towns. No good on the triple.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Well, what you have to love about Edwards is his drive. This is a guy that wants to be an all-time great when it's all said and done.
Brunson the pass to Hart. Brunson against Conley. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully by that point it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and we don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough. And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. From 18 feet away, and it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Anunoby finds Brunson. The shot comes out. Randall with some nice D.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure. Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Miles McBride's checked in for Anunoby. Snatched up. Here's Hart. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Knicks trail by 5. McBride passes to Bridges. Randall with the block.
When Randall is engaged defensively, he can make some spectacular plays and really brings an intimidation factor to the game.
And the Knicks miss again.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Bridges shot, good.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Minnesota leading by 5. And here is DiVincenzo. Over Brunson. Rebounded by Hart. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Inside. Lays it up off the glass. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Good on the 3-point shot. Alexander Walker's got 9.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
To the inside. Stolen. Here's DiVincenzo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jalen Brunson.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Randall. And Dillingham subbed in for McDaniels. The 8-footer. The shot misses.
No doubt the quarter just not going his way. Still scoreless.
Kept alive. Can't cash in from close range. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. The Knicks have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Well, since being selected first overall back in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been such an incredible force for his career, averaging a double-double, someone you can build around.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, Cameron Payne is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Miles McBride. Then there's Achua. And it's Sims in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Brunson finds McBride. Here's Sims, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded closely. Ingles in the corner. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Achua's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Sims. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's the break. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Brunson. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's DiVincenzo. That's tipped. And Brunson has it in the corner. 16 feet away. Reed with the rebound.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And that one drops. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Runs in the pass to McBride. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 make. Ingles passes to Reed. The shot from the low post is good.
And Reed is a very active player. Love seeing him be this aggressive inside.
To the paint, here's Sims. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Miles McBride. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Edwards. And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will an ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Back to Brunson with the floater. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Edwards. .152 left in the fourth quarter. Gobert trying to get open. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
That's just an excellent save by Gobert, grabbing that rebound and getting his team a second opportunity.
And he gets it to go.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 6-point lead. Tries the spin move. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. He dialed that one up from long distance.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. They get it back. Gobert. Another shot. Edwards, no good.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
Towns got it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with this transition back.
And just a great job converting those second chance points as well. They're having a great night getting those second and third shot opportunities.
Towns kicks to Hart. Out to Bridges. To tie it up. Brunson. Money! A huge shot to tie it up.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
And here are the Timberwolves. Right side, Edwards. It counts.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Towns, a screen on Conley. Runs in the pass to Towns. Count!
Well, this is why you go to Towns in the clutch. That is big time.
McDaniels. Handle outside. Over Hart. Ooh, off wide. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. From Target Center, back in a moment. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And they recover it. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Floats one up. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the rejection by Towns.
And that's outstanding defense and timing by Towns. Good to see him making an impact on this end. Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
It's extra time here, just over a minute into overtime. Brunson, left side. Over Conley. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Stolen by Michael Conley. It's tipped. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Anunoby. McDaniels dishes to Conley. No one near Randle as he lets it go. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. Now the Knicks with it. Brunson outside. Anunoby has the open look. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Goes up. Money!
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Conley. Second chance shot. Gobert. It drops.
Well, when you need a bucket, you can go to Gobert. A high percentage scorer who doesn't waste his attempts.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
For 3, Edwards.
Yeah, look, it's not always about height. He's showing he wants those boards.
And Anunoby slams it in.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
Edwards looking it over. Over Bridges. Oh, no good. Missed. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime number 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we play on into another overtime, you know these teams must be wearing down. It's become a battle of attrition. Here we go. Randle outside. And he banks in the layup. Randle's got 9 points now in the quarter. New York trailing. Brunson up top. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Michael Conley picks one up.
Oh, gritty make by Brunson. That guy plays way bigger than his size.
Free throw, no good for Brunson. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, You travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. You stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Edwards against Bridges. Edwards kicks to Randall. Looking to get it going. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way up.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 1. The Knicks shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Brunson the pass to Bridges. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Here's Brunson.
Nice play by Gobert, providing elite rim protection for over a decade.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
And the Knicks with possession here. Towns a screen on Conley. Brunson kicks to Towns. And it's Brunson missing.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Throw good. Hart.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Now here's Edwards. Oh, off target. Stolen by Conley. So a close game sees New York take this one. The double overtime game can really take its toll on the players, and after this one, the officials, the fans, everyone's going to have to take a needed rest.
No doubt. I mean, when you have to dig that deep and play with that much determination to get a win, it was earned, and I tell you what, they've got to feel really good about themselves for fighting through.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.